Turntable Tuesday, Boom 97.3. Gowan is our special guest. Do you remember the first album you ever bought?
I do. Actually, the first album I didn't buy it. I won it because the local, remember the Simpsons department store. I got a call from my piano teacher in Scarborough, and she said they're having a music contest at Simpsons, and if you go over there, just enter and they're giving away prizes. So I went over. It was at Cedar Bray Plaza, and I went up and I played a song on the piano. Actually, I played an original thing. It was called The Boss.
Wow.
I went like dum bum and I was about 10, and they said, so I won, and they said, yeah, you get to choose any album in the store that you want. So I got Revolver by the Beatles.
Wow.
Yeah. So I took Revolver home. We didn't have a record player though, so I couldn't spin my vinyl. So I put it up on a windowsill, thinking, oh, that'll be great. I'm going to keep that till we get a record player. So we finally got a record player a year later. I took it down from the window because I loved looking at it in the window. And the thing was so warped, and it just you could make French fries out of it, and it was great.
So, do you remember the first time you heard one of your songs on the radio?
Oh, do I ever? Well, the most memorable time I remember it was a song from my first album called "Keep Up the Fight," but the second record, "Strange Animal," which you happen to have a vinyl copy of right here.
Yes.
I'll hold it up so all the listeners can hear it.
Well, this is being filmed. It'll be on the website.
Oh, right,
so
of
yes.
course.
There's a shot of you holding your album.
You're filmed on radio now, which is great. No, I remember I was driving my van, and there was a radio station that had a top 6 at 6. And I'd been on the list, I'd been in there number 5, number 3, then dropped to number 6 for about a week. And I was, I'd listen, I'd turn the radio on at 6 o'clock. But my van was stopped at Birch Mountain, Lawrence. And suddenly they'd gone through the top 5 of the day, and it was like In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. And I think Madonna was on there with one of her songs. And it got to like number 2 I remember number 2 was a Tears for Fears song. And I thought, oh God, I didn't make it today. I said, here's the number 1 song of the day. I said,
oh man.
I got out of the van, knocked on the car beside me, said, turn on, and it's a radio station that's not Boom invented yet. And you'll hear I got the number 1 song today. And I just remember the driver reaching for his cell phone that didn't exist in 1985 to try to call 911.
Some guy just got out of his shaggin' wagon and he's banging on my window.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.